Hello. So, I'm in the last little steps of making my afternoon drink. And it's kind of cool. I found this, I believe at Wegmans, which is a really cool place. I was very intrigued to try it out. I've been wanting to try matcha. Let's see if you can see this. Oh, it's probably all backwards, huh? Well, it's Genmai matcha green tea, origin Japan. So, matcha is that super finely powdered green tea that they use in the tea ceremony with a little whisk. Perhaps you have seen it. I'm such a seasoned tea connoisseur that I can tell a tablespoon of leaves just in my hand, I hope. So that's what it looks like in case you're curious. Almost looks like little pellety things. I guess they made little pellets out of the powder. Little pellets of matcha. And then it's got other little things in there too. But this, you may have noticed if you're observant like I am, that this is Genmai matcha, and I've had Genmai cha, and I've wanted to have matcha. So, at this point, you may be wondering what's Genmai. I don't really know, but Genmai cha is green tea with roasted brown rice in it. So I might infer from that Genmai is brown rice, you can say. Oh, in fact, I think those little pellets, like the little one I held up, were the brown rices probably covered in green tea dust, or like powdered green tea matcha. So I'm making this one for the second time. I had a cup a little earlier this afternoon. It's really delicious. So yeah, anyways, I'm not sure what the distinctive qualities of matcha are per se, other than that it's completely different than everything else in the green tea sphere. Like, it's powdered and they make it with a little whisk, and so it's foamy. I think it's stronger, so it's a very potent green tea. Anyway, and then Genmai cha is actually very comforting. Hello, whoever just joined. But yeah, so it's a very earthy thing. It's got the roasted brown rice in the green tea, so it's yummy and sort of comfortable and delicious. So this is brown rice plus matcha, and part of the reason I'm making it right now is it's really good, and part of the reason is it only takes a minute and a half or two to steam. So if you're have had a busy afternoon like I have, and then you are meeting friends for drinks, which I am, it's easy to make quickly. So, one moment. I'll be right back. I'm going on a hunt. Perhaps you can still hear me. I hear the rustling of a dragon cookie. Isn't that the coolest thing? I like it because it also almost kind of looks like a butterfly. But yeah, I was just at the wedding of a good friend who loves dragons. Perhaps even more than I do, which you wouldn't have thought was possible, but it is, it seems. Anyway, and so as favors, she gave some of us dragon cookie cutters, and we couldn't wait to make them. So good. I'm not as much of a fan of the crunchy gingerbread cookie as the chewy gingerbread cookie. But I started thinking of them as sort of gingery biscotti style cookies, and all of a sudden I love them. Alright, so now we come down into the basement. You may see that little bell over my shoulder. Put this down and ring it for you. Isn't that an incredibly pleasing bell? I think a friend of mine gave that to me. I don't remember why, but they had very good taste, whoever it was. All right. Oh, I haven't even tasted my tea yet. I should do that. What are you guys having? Send me a comment. Let me know. That's really nice. It's kind of delicate. Yeah, but it's actually Yeah, it's got a certain sort of acidity to it, which is a little unusual for green tea. Oh no, I lost our place. Ah. So, but fun story behind that. Ooh, by the way, I think my ladies are coming home, so you might hear them tromping around upstairs for a minute. So the reason I think I lost my place, is that I was checking all my inventory the other day to see how many of every book I have, so I can see how many of every book I have to order, because very soon we'll be at the Baltimore Book Festival. Clickworks Press is going to have a booth, and if you're in the Baltimore area, you should join us, and if you're not, you should come so that you can join us. Oh yeah, we're at the beginning of chapter 8, Fragments. Now I just need to find the beginning of chapter 8. Oh man, okay, so this is actually a good juncture at which to demonstrate table of contents. Oh, no, it's all going to be backwards for you again. We've got such cool chapter titles. I'm really proud of that in this book. Chapter 1, Ponderings Afoot. Chapter 2, Another Whirlwind Adventure. Chapter 3, Japanis Pangla Mystique. Johnny Cakes Talking to Strangers. Storing Brains, The Garage Incident. Fragments, Grand Council, A Philosophical Restaurant. Opening Night, Gallery at the End. Just a minute. Yes? Yep, I'll talk to you in a little bit. A very tantalizing proposition. Fujiyama, number 1. VP of Lightly Refreshing Operations. The Ninja Party, Lessons Learned. Dear You. The Woman in Question. The Other Garage Incident. House of Kurosawa. The Great Game. Breakfast Off. Wads of Cash. Growing Pains. Homunculus Protuberans. Eat You Up. Muffins Accomplished. Judgment Day Gallery at the End. Starting to be right. I'm really proud of that. Anyway, so we want number 8, Fragments, which is page 116. It never gets old that this is a real book with real pages and real covers and beautiful formatting. So I'm really proud of that. Somebody asked about my writing process, and I will talk more another day because I've already rambled too much, but part of my process is that I've actually done all the layout for this book as well, and I'm so proud of how it came out, like the drop cap and all this pretty typography, and it's pretty sweet. Anyway, we're here for stories. So this is from the Dream World Collective, chapter 8, Fragments. Summer stretched and looked around. Her back was getting sore and the sun was lower in the sky than she expected. They heard the back door slam. Jen wandered into the garage with Isaac orbiting her. In her arms was a big baby boy, almost a year old, that they learned earlier was William. "This is looking great," she said. "Hi, Miss Summer," said Isaac and ran over to hug her knees. "Hi, Isaac." Summer gave him a little hug before turning to Jen. "Thanks. I think we're about done. Hi, William." She leaned down to make faces at William, whose eyes disappeared in a most satisfactory 4.5-tooth grin. Summer tipped her head in a circle, working the kinks out of her neck. She glanced down at the bit of crumbled wall, wondering if she should say anything. Jen noticed Summer looking at the spot, her brow furrowed. "Mildew?" Summer shook her head. "Cockroaches, like 100 of them. It was ictastic." "Yeah," said Alex. "We sucked them up in the crusty vacuum cleaner. I dumped them into the little stream out back. I don't know if it'll kill them, but at least they'll be pretty far away by the time they get out." "Cool," cried Isaac. He began running around the garage, vacuuming up pretend cockroaches with a pretend vacuum, making noisy vacuum motor noises. "Seriously?" Jen's eyebrows shot up. Summer couldn't tell if she was upset they'd used the vacuum on cockroaches or just stunned. "You two are unreal." Jen shook her head, still looking a little dazed. Summer and Alex shot each other a look. "Isaac, use your quiet vacuum," added Jen. Isaac flipped an invisible switch and his vacuum cleaner dropped a few decibels. "That's it," said Jen. "I'm making Cosmos." "Cosmos?" asked Summer. "You ever had a Cosmopolitan?" Jen asked. Alex laughed out loud. Jen smiled expectantly. "What?" "We got a Cosmopolitan this morning. Long story." "No, it isn't," objected Summer. She counted on her fingers. "Mouse in our kitchen, we caught it and named it Cosmo. 11 words. Ha." Sorry about the background screaminess, but it's a little window into how my life sometimes is, so you can join in on that as well. Totally worth it, by the way. Kids are the best. A wry smile squeezed into Jen's lips. "This must be your day for vermin." "Or for cosmopolitans," Summer shrugged. "It's a matter of perspective." But yeah, we try to have Vermin Day every month or so. Gets the adrenaline pumping, cultivates quick thinking, resourcefulness, and valor. We believe in rewarding acts of valor, said Jen. Don't we, Isaac? He stopped running in circles for a moment to give a single emphatic nod. This confirmed she turned back to Summer and Alex. Want to come in for afternoon drinks? Isaac grabbed at his mother. Can Zen come too? Sure, run and get him. Isaac ran off, making motor noises. Summer couldn't quite tell if he was still vacuuming bugs or if he'd become an airplane, race car, or rocket. The kitchen was large and very lived in, Summer decided. It wasn't messy exactly, apart from some dishes in the sink and, of course, scattered toys. Saladin and Yoda were romping around between the kitchen and the living room, barking and nipping at each other in a familiar sort of way. The refrigerator was pasted with scribbly crayon drawings of dragons and ponies and a few photos of what Summer assumed were relatives. And there were books. A few extra bookshelves had been edged in where they could fit, and throughout the room were stacks of books. Books left open, books in the bay window, and a book on the couch in the hands of a girl about 5 years old with long brown hair and glasses. Jen carried William into the kitchen, then set him down and banged a huge old triangle of cast iron with a wooden spoon. Afternoon drinks, she called. Incidentally, this is what this is patterned off of. So I liked the idea of afternoon drinks as Jen and her family do it so much that I want to do it in real life. And this is not quite as good because we're not in person and all that, but it's a start. They heard a tumbling of steps down the stairs and the girl put down her book and trotted into the kitchen. She regarded Alex and Summer with fearless eyes and a little smile. I'm Bella, she said, offering her hand. Who are you? I'm Summer, said Summer. This is Alex. The footsteps manifested as Mandy and an older boy they hadn't met yet. Mandy ran over to Bella and gave her a hug. Hi, Bella. You want to see the leaves I found? Yoda burst onto the scene, yipping and prancing between Bella and Mandy. Jen grinned. I love these kids. This is Sam, by the way. Sam, Alex, and Summer. She introduced them to the older boy. He turned 8 last week. Sweet, said Alex. Happy birthday. The boy put on a showy smile in response. Okay, afternoon drinks, declared Jen. Summer, can you put William in his chair? Bella, you get the juice for you and Isaac and Mandy. Sam, make up some lemonade if you want it, otherwise there's juice or milk. Can I make tea, he asked. Herbal if you want, nothing too energizing. He nodded obligingly and began filling a pot with water. Isaac burst in with Zen. Cow! His hand spun to look up at Zen. We got him, right? Undoubtedly, I've never seen someone handle a slime harpoon that well. Afternoon drinks, Jen told Isaac with a touch of reproof. Oh, sorry. He grabbed Zen's hand. You want to sit next to me? Hi, Bella, he added as he dragged Zen to the table. We can have juice or milk, he explained. Jen laughed. You're also authorized for Cosmos or tea if you want. Zen pondered this happily. Perhaps a little afternoon tea wouldn't be amiss. A few bustling minutes later, William had a sippy cup of formula. Mandy and Isaac and Bella had various cups of milk and juice. Sam and Zen were carefully squeezing out their tea bags, and Jen was pouring icy cosmopolitans for Summer, Alex, and herself. So, she said, looking around the table, what's on your mind, and what have you learned? Right. That's it for today. Thank you guys for joining me. Have a great weekend. Not quite yet, but every day this week, I have felt like the next day is Friday, and it hasn't been. But I think pretty soon it will be. Anyway, have a good one, guys. I'll talk to you later.